Well, hi all, and welcome back to what I imagine is going to be a really interesting school year here at Golden High School. My name is Jay Shackett, and I'll be teaching AP Government and Politics this year. A little bit about me, just so you get to know me. I hope to get to know lots of you throughout the course of the semester in this environment we're in. I've been teaching for 21 years, and 14 of those here at Golden High School. So I'm one of the older veterans around here. I got to be honest, this feels exactly like my first year of teaching again. I don't know what's happening either. I'm the husband of Sarah. My wife teaches over at Lakewood High School in the IB Econ and Government program over there. And we actually met at a class on constitutional interpretation at Stanford. We met at Nerd Camp. And we have two beautiful little girls, Lily, who is 8 and going into 3rd grade this year, and Maggie, who's going into 1st grade this year. They're actually here in the background being super quiet. What do we love to do during our free time? We love to camp. We're really blessed. We had a really pretty good camping summer this year. Got to go on lots of adventures, got lots of different places in our trailer, and have a pretty normal and enjoyable summer. So we're pretty lucky about that, and hoping to tackle the year now. So a little bit about our semester here in AP Gov. The College Board breaks it down into 5 units. I don't necessarily teach it exactly the same way that the College Board says it should be taught. So what you see up here is kind of our semester at a glance. We'll start off in this first maybe 2 to 3 week unit looking at America's foundations. We'll look at the Revolutionary War to some extent, but we'll really dig into the founding philosophies of people like Locke and Hobbes and Rousseau, how they kind of meld together, come together, those Enlightenment philosophies in the American Creed, the Declaration of Independence. And then from there, we'll get into our first form of government, which is the Articles of Confederation, how that failed spectacularly and gives us the American Constitution, the oldest continually operating constitution in the world. And we'll also dig in these first few weeks to our system of federalism, which lots of us right now in the COVID year are finding both good and bad, right? In this year of COVID, a lot of Americans are frustrated that the national government has no real response. And a lot of Americans are also thankful that what Colorado is doing doesn't have to be the same as what California or New York is doing in response to the COVID in terms of locking down and so on. Well, guys, that's our system of federalism. So we'll dig into that. We are really 50 little independent republics stitched together through an American Constitution. That's our first unit. Our second unit, we'll get more into the political science of stuff, of why people vote the way they do, how people come to form their political beliefs and opinions, and then how that plays out in elections, which is really the third unit. As I'm recording this is day 2 of the Democrat National Convention. We are in a presidential election year. I'm hoping that with whatever limited time we have physically together, we can weave in lots of conversation about the election. That's really our third unit, because American elections are the most basic way Americans participate in our political system. We'll also dig into the branches of government. In this sense, it'll be a Government 101 kind of class. We'll dig into the Congress and how it's structured and why it's structured the way it is, and the presidency and the courts and the federal bureaucracy, and how these branches of government interact to govern us, and in some cases, fail to interact, as lots of us are maybe a little frustrated about right now. And we'll wrap up our semester by looking at the thing Americans cherish the most, our liberties, my right to speak my mind, my right to practice any religion I see fit, the guarantee that I can't be cruelly or unusually punished or am afforded a trial by jury should I run afoul of the law, and civil rights, which is obviously one of the main topics Americans are talking about right now in our society, given the cultural events of the last 2 months, and that's civil rights. And so that's how we'll wrap up this semester, okay? I'll leave screenshotted here. Our 2 Google Classrooms are set up. Block 5, there's your code there. Block 6, your code is there. If you didn't get this down with a pen handy right now, have no fear. Just go ahead and take a look at my class website. They're posted there. My class website is just basically going to have access to links to email me and so on. But you can use that QR code to get to my website. If you want to make life really easy, the best way to get to my website is simply to Google my last name, Shackett, S-H-A-C-K-E-T-T. I have an unusual last name. It's not Smith. So if you simply Google my last name, the first thing you get is our class website. And those codes are right there posted as well. I think it's going to be a really interesting semester. I think the thing I would ask of everybody is give everybody lots of space and grace this semester. As I said, I'm on year 21 of teaching, and I don't have the slightest clue how this year is going to look, but I'm ready for a challenge. I'm ready to try to tackle it together. I want to learn. I want to have some laughs along the way, and I want to find a way to make this meaningful for all of us as best we can and get through it together. So I look forward to seeing you guys online in the next week or two, and then in person, hopefully after Labor Day. Thanks much. If there's any questions, simply drop me an email and I will happily respond. Thanks, guys.